one of the biggest things for me is the team. You know, the team is everything. The team that you put together, the team that you put in place is detrimental to the business.
Right.
Because you can't do it without a team.
Right. What's good, Grandeur family? It's your boy Jeff Ajeckum, and you are now tuned into Grandeur Talks with Travis Wright of Miracle Leaf, head operations. Hey man, he's gonna be dropping a lot of gems, so y'all pay attention to this video, man. He's gonna be talking about how he employs the money and how he gets right, man. How he gets right. So speaking of employing the money, y'all see it, man. Merch is out. Visit the website www.employthemoney.com. All right, man. Y'all enjoy the video. All right, y'all. So I'm here with Trav. He's head of operations of Miracle Leaf. As you can see, he got the products out, and we're gonna be talking about just becoming an entrepreneur, becoming a businessman, his story, how he started, and stuff like that. He's gonna talk a little bit about the product as well, and I mean the floor is his. I'm gonna make sure that he, you know, hits all the points about what we're trying to do, and we're gonna talk about how he employs the money. So, Trav, man, take it away, man. Just tell us a little bit about your story, about the story of Miracle Leaf, but you know, just give us the wrap.
No, most definitely. So yeah, guys, my name's Travis Wright. I'm the head of operations for Miracle Leaf Health Centers. We are one of the largest, cannabis doctors in the country right now, and aside from that, we're also a franchise. So we do have franchising opportunity in about, I want to say, 20 to 25 different states around the country.
Wow.
Where you can own your own Miracle Leaf. You know, pretty much the company was founded by my business partner. His name is David Quintana. And the company was founded in 2017. We had one single location in Hialeah, which is kind of like a, very Cuban, heavily Cuban Hispanic area. Just a little bit up north. And pretty much when the company started, it started in the beginning of the cannabis industry in Florida. So back in 2017. Not many people are actually open to cannabis at all.
Right.
Especially the Hispanic community, the Hispanic culture. So we ended up, actually doing okay. Not really doing that well, to be honest, in our very first year. And David, he had kind of like the opportunity to either close down the business or relocate. And we ended up relocating our first store to right here in Wynwood. And when we did that, everything kind of like blew up. Because Wynwood is a very open community, very open to cannabis, and that alone, basically gave us the publicity that we needed, gave us the look that we needed. And from there, it's just pretty much history.
Right.
Everybody started coming in, they wanted their own Miracle Leaf in different parts of Florida. The news started covering us, different publications and magazines, and it goes on and on. So now we have 50 locations here in Florida.
Wow.
And we're not done. We're not gonna be done anytime soon.
Nah, yeah, that's amazing. So,
what's up, family? It's your boy Josh here. Just a tiny piece of the Grandeur Society, and I just want to remind you all to go get your merchandise. Visit our website at www.employthemoney.com, and we got all the colors for you. Remember, it's more than apparel, it's a lifestyle. Peace.
Wow, 50 locations just in Florida. Are y'all planning on going to any other states?
Yeah, so right now we're looking at a couple different markets, because basically, cannabis is blowing up now. So there's a couple different states that are, either going, medical or recreational.
Right.
So right now we're looking at the Pennsylvania market. It's going to be huge. We're looking at Georgia. Georgia's probably the next state that we're going into. We're also looking at Texas and a couple others.
Wow, that's big, man. So why Miracle Leaf? Like, what made you go into the cannabis game in itself, or just the medical marijuana and stuff like that?
Yeah, actually, I met David through a whole nother business. I met him through an entertainment business. We had a record label, music recording artists, DJs, nightlife, entertainment, and whatnot. And that's how I met him. And at the same time, he was doing this, but this was really blowing up, So I decided to also get involved with this, to help him out.
Right.
You know, because the company really was blowing up fast.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah. No, that's huge. So. At the Grandeur Society, we talk a lot about, you know, employing the money. So that's a big movement that we have going on, basically making the dollar work for you, and, you know, not necessarily like everybody, you got to chase the bag, but when you get that bag, make it work. You know what I mean? Don't keep it around. So what are some things that you do to employ your money? Obviously, you're a business owner, and in a business, you know, you have your own business, but are there other things that you do as far as investing or stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to keep your eyes open for excellent business opportunities, for financial opportunities. So that's something that I'm always looking at, regardless of any business. I'm always looking for new opportunities. You know, that's one of the things that, you know, we actually got to be thankful for the most in America, is that there are opportunities, you know, and actual outlets for us to get involved in, so that we can, you know, make a financial benefit.
Right.
You know,
for sure. So, I guess like just anything for like people, because a lot of people think this is impossible. A lot of people really think that, you know what I'm saying, they see this, they see you're a business owner, they see this, and they're like, there's no way that I can do it, right? So what are some things, like, where were the struggles in the beginning as far as like becoming where you are right now, and then what are some things that you would tell people to, like, you know, get them off their feet and be like, hey man, you just gotta go sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, branding is key. You know, if you're trying to build the company, you have to turn it into a brand. You know, and the brand is everything.
Right.
How people see it, you know, how hard you're pushing it, and really and truly, you know, when it comes to your brand, you know, you got to be willing to do whatever it takes, you know, to get it further. You got to be able to do whatever it takes. You're gonna be working. You know, sometimes, you know, it's like you're working 24 hours.
No, yeah,
you never stop working.
Yeah.
You know, and one of the biggest things for me is the team. You know, the team is everything. The team that you put together, the team that you put in place is detrimental to the business.
Right. Because
you can't do it without a team.
Right.
You know, so, and I always say all great companies, you know, the key to those companies is leadership,
right?
Management.
Wow.
You know, without a strong team, without a strong foundation, without the proper management in place, you can never get your business to the next level. Management is everything.
Right.
Your team is everything. You know, I used to work at Apple, so I have a 8. You know, I worked at Apple for 8 years.
Wow.
And that was one of the biggest things I learned is teamwork. You know, and valuing your peers, valuing each other, and working together to make the impossible possible.
Right. No, that's huge. That's huge. Like, I mean, like, Grandeur Society is multiple people, and we all have our own thing, and like, we all come together. Like, I know for a fact, if it wasn't for our strong suits, or really just having, like you said, that management and that leadership that we have, and bouncing ideas back and forth and stuff, we wouldn't be where we're at. And we know we're just starting, we're just getting started, but like, to have opportunities to speak to people like you, and multiple business owners and successful people, it's a blessing, you know. And you know, the like I said before, I think a lot of people just need to know that what we're doing is not impossible. Like,
right.
you just have to get your feet wet. You literally just have to, you know, take action, go to work, and do it. And you know, when you do those things, I feel like that's going to lead you to that financial freedom. That's going to lead you to that success and stuff like that. And how old are you?
32.
32 years old. Like, it's crazy to see that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are at, like, multiple 50 stores, right? At 32 years old. And like, a lot of people wouldn't even know that. They probably would see you walking the street and don't even know that, right? So it's like, it's possible. And that's the message that we're really trying to push, and we're trying to get out of there.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. You gotta want it bad enough.
Exactly.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I
mean, I'm 32 now, but you know, I started grinding really when I was 17.
Right.
So I was still in high school, you know, really, and I went to a magnet school, so, you know, in a magnet school, the information is advanced.
Right,
you know,
right.
and the teachers expect more. So they're pushing you harder, faster, earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I had high standards when I was in high school, but, you know, I remember being in high school and really, you know, making that decision in my mind of what I wanted to do. You know, even at a young age, you know, I made that decision that I'm gonna be an entrepreneur. You know,
right.
This is what I want to do, and this is how I'm gonna do it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and you kind of like figure things out on the way. You know, but you have to have the willpower, the ambition, and you have to have the dedication. You know, and you have to be willing to do whatever it takes to get to the next step, to get to the next level.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people don't realize in that process too, you got to be willing to take those L's. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you got to learn from your failures. And I think that's where a lot of people get discouraged. They'll fail and they'll be like, "This ain't for me."
Right.
But you know, a crazy thing is like we see people, and they'll buy the iPhone. iPhone is $1,200. You can finance it or whatever. What if you took that $1,200 and did it and invested in yourself or something like that, in a business? You know. So I feel like a lot of people, you just got to break it down to them a certain way, but like they really just don't know how to take that initiative. But as long as you take that initiative, I feel like you can really make that leap of faith and turn it into something like Miracle Leaf, you know? So, I mean, is there anything else you have for advice as far as just, you know, motivation for people trying to push to be entrepreneurs, businessmen, investors? Like, is there anything else that you have that you can give?
Yeah, I would tell them that to become a student, you know, of the game. You have to become a student of the game before you get put in that leadership position, before your company blows up, before you create a big brand. You know, there's steps to get there.
Yeah.
And one of the steps is learning, being a student of the game.
Yeah.
So if you're a student and you're always learning, you know, there's gonna be that one point where you've learned enough, where something's gonna happen, where you get to that next level.
Right.
But for me, I never stopped learning.
Yeah.
You know, always constantly doing research, just trying to get more information.
Right.
All the keys and all the tools and everything that we need is available. You just have to go and get it.
Yeah, no, that's huge. And then one thing that we preach at the Grandeur Society, man, information is the most valuable currency that is out here. Not money, not the euro, none of that. Information is the most valuable currency out here. So, man, I really appreciate it, Trav, man. You're doing great things. I mean, tell us where we can find the product, like Instagrams, whatever you got, man.
Yeah, you just search us anywhere, Miracle Leaf. On Instagram, we're at Miracle Leaf. We have a bunch of different accounts, but at Miracle Leaf, and then you'll see all the accounts. We got like probably 50 accounts.
Nice.
But you can check us out on our website, miracleleaffl.com, and we have our e-commerce website as well, miracleleafstore.com.
I mean, yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, man, again, Trav, head of operations for Miracle Leaf, man. That man's employing the money, so y'all can do it too.